Vivia visits a building to investigate an unsolved case. However, the elevator leading to the roof stops, leaving him stuck inside with a woman. Trapped within the motionless box, Vivia closes in on the truth as he faces life and death. Please don't put man milk with the Twitch hype emote. That's a very bad combo. I don't like that. I don't like what it insinuates. I'm not a part of that. I'm not a part of that. I'm not a part of that. You can do whatever you want with that. I'm not a part of it. I don't care. You can do whatever freaky fucking shit with whoever's man milk you want to do, whatever with.
Death is always awaiting me upon my path. Like trees neatly lining the roadside, casting dark shadows at my feet. Even if I manage to overcome them and make progress down that path, when I turn around, the cruel truth is waiting there. The shadows are a procession to my own funeral. To live means to continuously die. Every human is nothing but a walking corpse. And so, I too am dying in this moment.
My man's just dropped the sickest monologue of 2023. Holy shit, that was badass. He has such a sexier voice than me, and I'm fucking jealous.
It doesn't seem to be moving at all.
Oh, she's cute as fuck!
The company isn't responding either.
She looks like Celestia from Danganronpa. What the fuck? Kodaka, you bastard, you've been holding out on... Like, he made me pay $4.99 for this shit. You bastard.
There is rain unceasing. A day will come when the
She's hot as shit. Although she has those Xana eyes. Any of you ever seen Code Lyoko? She has, the Xana logo in her retinas.
Is that supposed to be a joke? How can you talk about death in this situation?
I would totally do that.
I'm not enjoying this situation enough to make light jokes about it.
I think I'd find things a bit more enjoyable if I wasn't trapped in here with you.
Oh, come on, he's hot as shit and he sounds sexy as fuck. There's many people across the globe that would pay money to be locked in an elevator with Vivia.
Same goes for me. Sorry I raised my voice. I'm not used to situations like this.
Not into bondage, I see. Shame.
We found something we agree on.
Aren't you afraid?
Afraid?
Of all this? We're stuck in an elevator, hanging in midair. What if something happens and we fall to our deaths?
What the fuck would happen that would cause the elevator to rapidly descend, you idiot?
What if the elevator is never fixed and we're trapped here forever?
There's a panel on the top. You can climb the cable, you fucking retard.
I actually think it would be rather cozy. I could just sleep here until I die.
What's with you and your death wish?
It's not like I intended to have one.
It's gonna turn her on eventually. She's gonna come around to liking it, I guarantee it. I know I did.
Do you find it fun to live like that?
Isn't that?
Do you find it fun to be a colossal bitch and fucking pull me out of my vibe?
There are things that I find fun.
I'm trying to coexist with nature here and fucking deteriorate and eventually die. Do you mind?
For some reason, I feel more alive when I can invest in a story's protagonist. I also love gazing at the beauty found in nature. Seeing plants sway in the breeze brings joy to my heart.
You sure are a strange one.
Admit it, it's turning you on a little bit.
What about you?
Admit it.
What makes you happy?
Come on.
Well, I suppose I like to observe life.
Observe life?
I used to be a nurse. I've seen many lives saved and lost at the hospital.
I was gonna say, were you involved with those losses of life, possibly? Dark nurse?
Treated more poorly than a pebble on the road. Isn't that strange? A life is a life, so why should its value be different depending on the person?
Ask police.
So now, whenever I look at people, I watch their lives, I wonder how valuable each life may be.
You're also kind of strange.
Am I?
Speaking of which,
In a hot kind of way.
I didn't catch your name. I'm Vivia. Who are you?
I'm Rio.
Rio.
I think we may have met before.
Like that one Duran Duran song. She's like, no, dickhead, that's spelled with an I, not a Y. But nice try, you depressing dick.
Hey, Vivia. Everyone else is out on a job. How long are you gonna stay there?
Would you get off your ass and clean the agency already?
Die?
You've been loitering and fucking hanging out there for like 5 days. Would you do something?
Once you're a skeleton. If you have free time, why don't you help work on some unsolved cases?
Chief, do I look like I have a lot of free time to you?
You look like you're so bored you could die.
No motivation to do anything except tell other people how motivated they are to continue doing nothing. I fucking love it. He just like me for real.
People jumping to their demise from a certain building. The first one was over 5 years ago, and people have been periodically jumping ever since.
Was it like an annual celebratory type deal? Like, is everybody just like resigned to this suicide cult?
They came across a building to jump off of when they happened to feel like dying. That's probably all there is to it.
Why is it the same fucking building though? It doesn't matter what building you jump from unless it's like 2 feet high.
10 times in the same spot?
Unless you're like half an inch tall.
That's unusual, no matter how you look at it.
Are you suggesting someone is pulling the strings behind the scenes?
We won't know until it's investigated. It'd be an absolute nightmare if someone is getting their kicks killing people and making it look like suicide.
Sounds kinda hot,
For the
really.
sake of the town's safety, it's not something we can ignore.
I think I could get with a girl like that.
There's no point in investigating it. All we will
I have
find
very
is
strange
more
interests in
reality.
women. I'm a
No
morbid
matter how
fucking
boring
person.
it is, it's still reality. There's value in finding it.
Detectives are such troublesome creatures.
How much do you want to bet that this might wrap around to the woman in the elevator that we've already met somehow?
Huh?
Exactly, no
Don't
comment.
Get me all surprised. Why'd you come here if you're no detective? Aren't you here to solve mysterious crimes and help those who are lost?
No, I'm here to mooch and read books and to occupy your fireplace. And to stare longingly at your green herb. I think that's what it is. I think Vivia is a beta Resident Evil protagonist that they replaced in the final version.
He asked me why I came to this town. I don't understand it myself. I'm not actively searching for a place to die just yet. I'm not here to be a detective searching for the truth. It's nothing so pure or sincere. The reason I came to this city was due to my impatience with living. What did I seek by coming here? What do I expect from this place?
I'm not gonna lie, I love the fucking artistic aesthetic of this game. It's excellent.
That was a woman in a red raincoat. That reminds me, the the chief did mention something. Around the building where the suicides occur, a suspicious woman in a red raincoat has often been spotted.
I love the neon aesthetic in this game. It's fucking excellent.
I am interested in her. I should try to tag along behind her without being spotted.
Shit. Stealth? God damn it. I suck at stealth. Okay, let's wait a little bit before we round the corner. Oh, she's not there anymore. I gotta admit, it's weird to see Vivia run. Why you looking so sus, bitch? Little Red Riding Hood, get your ass back here. I'm gonna sniff you out one way or another. Wait, where'd she go? The fuck? Let me guess, she knows I'm following her, huh? How'd she get down there? Oh damn, Vivia's a G. He said fuck that map nonsense, I'm not running around. I think I gotta move closer, yeah? What the fuck? That was kind of a weird run. I'm not gonna hold you. That was kind of odd.
I see.
Doing the Vivia shuffle there for a minute. She said she was a former nurse, but all the people kept dying. And that she could see the lives of other people.
We've met before? Are you sure about that? I don't remember you at all. Are you sure?
How could you forget me?
There's no mistake. You have that smell.
That's a weird fucking line, Vivi. Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you, Chief. That's a fucking sus-ass line, my dude.
What do you mean by that?
Nice cover-up, Chief.
That's rather rude.
Do you live in this building?
Yes. Why?
From what I've heard, there hasn't been anyone living in this building for a long time.
Who said that? Oh, was it the people around here? They probably have a grudge against this place. They say the building blocks the sun, or that it's sinking into the bedrock.
What about all the people who have fallen to their deaths from this place? Is that nothing but a groundless rumor, too?
Of course it is.
But it isn't. It's fact. Even the newspapers have articles about it. If you live here, then you must have heard about it.
Yeah, exactly. It's a fucking fact. If you live here, then you'd at least know of it.
Of course, this has nothing to do with me. I have no interest or desire to know the truth.
This is the dynamic that I want, except I want Vivia to be the girl. And I want to be a girl also.
Are you hitting on me?
Yes.
I suppose you could take it that way.
I see. To be honest, I'm interested in you too.
Yes!
Although it's more that your life force makes me curious. It's... how do I put this? Faint.
Because I have no will or desire to live.
Almost as though I can see death waiting on the other side.
We did it, boys. We bagged at least one. We bagged a one. We did it. We bagged the hottest goth bitch in the world. We fucking did it. Celebratory fucking bubble blowing, dude. We fucking did it. What's up, Seven? What's up, fellas? Welcome to Master Detective Archives Bitch Code, where we snag every bitch on the block. What's up, everybody? Welcome to my shit channel and my shit stream of a good game that I'm fucking trash at. It's an incredible game, though.
There's no benefit in it for you.
We are running the DLC to Master Detective Archives Raincode. It's kind of like a neon noir dark fantasy murder mystery. But we've already done the base game, so we're just running through all the DLC content. We're quite a bit of the way through it.
That makes you a serial killer.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. That's hot as fuck.
A killer?
Yes, please.
Well then, I guess that means you're trapped inside an elevator with a killer.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Strangely, I found myself in situations
That's hot as shit.
like this often, whether I want it or not.
What's up, Kage?
Death finds
Long time no see, brother.
You're not afraid?
Nope.
afraid. No.
She's like Jack the Ripper, kind of. Except she's like Jane the Ripper.
From a great distance,
I love it.
as dark clouds slowly
How the fuck did
spread
she know how to match my vibe?
I don't quite get it, but it doesn't sound joyful to me.
So this is kind of like a visual novel, if you guys are familiar with visual novel style games, but it's a very, very dark
Truth be
one.
told, I can tell when someone has a death wish. I sense their desire to go to the other side. Yes.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Them.
That's a cool dynamic for a character.
side. Did all those you lured here feel the same way?
Lord?
She's like a siren. She's like a killer murder
I didn't
siren.
do anything myself. I was just here.
But your aura
People like
incentivizes
you
people to
have
kill
show
themselves.
up here. Then they depart to the other side on their own.
You really want to insist that you weren't involved? That all those who died came here of their own accord?
So she lures people here to this building for them to kill themselves for curiosity about the afterlife?
Me? Perhaps.
This seems like a good dynamic for Vivia, I'm not gonna lie. This seems like it befits his character really well. I was curious as to what his chapter was going to be. I can't believe we just openly bagged the hottest goth bitch. Desihiko can hit on everybody in the district and not get a single fucking girl. I can hit on the one shady-looking, sinister killer bitch and fucking bag her immediately. As Vivia. Incredible shit.
I want to die someday, and perhaps this is a fitting place for it.
The view here is nice, don't you think? That's certainly an added benefit.
Yeah, it's a pretty scene to admire as you're plummeting to the fucking street below.
Things are just getting started. Vivia, let's save Kanai Lord. Together.
Because it's on auto, now I can freely shout 7 out.
Came to this city.
So if you guys are not familiar with 7, 7 probably says equally as much questionable shit on this platform as I do.
Did I mishear you?
I don't care.
7 plays a lot of Wolong, he plays a lot of Neo.
And I have no intention to.
He's incredible at those games.
Be all either.
And he's a funny motherfucker as well. I've been hanging with him for a very long time.
Peace and quiet. A calming place where time will gently pass by.
So if you like my sense of humor, you'll undoubtedly admire his as well.
You're not gonna find that here. The only place you can find perfect peace is heaven. And the only ones who can reach it are the dead.
I was gonna say, or hell, depending on what you're into. I'm not gonna kink shame.
Just leave me alone.
If you're into angels or demons, I don't care.
Can't do that. We need your help. Hey, Vivia!
If you're into angel girls with dicks, or if you're into demon girls with dicks, I don't judge. They don't even have to have dicks. Like, I'm just saying. Like, we're not a judgmental person, is my point. Different strokes for different folks, but again, that implies dick is involved, so.
I've always been able to see the dead, and what they tell me is always true. The truth has been exhausting for me, for as long as I can remember. Even when I cover my eyes and ears, their voices continue to whisper it to me.
Oh yeah, so Vivia's forte.
Be quiet.
He's kind of on the brink of death all the time, so he can make an ethereal copy of himself, a disembodied ghost, if you will, and explore the other side.
It's found.
Is kind of what his gimmick is.
Death.
He's a very interesting character.
There's the look. Everyone who steps into this elevator has the same look in their eyes. They want to escape reality as soon as possible. They don't care where they end up, as long as they can get away. This elevator will take you to your desired exit.
You know, I was gonna comment on that broken mirror.
The other side.
And it's your job to see them off. You've seen so many on their way from here. It's like you are the guide to the afterlife.
Oh, that's so fucking
So what
cool.
if I am?
That is such an awesome dynamic for a character. I love that.
Perhaps that may be true. It moved.
Again, can I just say that I want to literally have the entire wardrobe of this game at my disposal. I love the fucking outfits in this shit.
I can hear them.
I would rock so many of this shit.
Hey, Vivia! Where are you?
So much of their drip is just fucking amazing.
Where are you?
They have great fits.
Voice.
Do you recognize it?
No.
If you have any attachments in this world, I suggest you don't depart.
Attachments. If that's the case, why did you go to the other side?
Huh?
The first of those who died was a woman wearing a red raincoat. Her name was Rio. It was written in a newspaper article. Why do you still ride this elevator, even after death? Isn't it because you're still attached to this world?
She's a ghost too? Fuck yeah.
Are you? You don't seem like an ordinary human.
Best girl just got better somehow.
I'm a regular detective. I just happen to have one foot on the other side.
I see.
Vivia sees dead people.
Still, you surprise me. You knew I was already dead.
I told you in the beginning, and you smelled of death.
How come every fucking dead girl in this is hot as shit?
You
I
are
hate that.
responsible for stopping
Don't get me
this.
wrong, I love it. Like, keep it up, Kodaka, but, like, I'm just saying, why does every dead girl gotta be fine as fuck?
You haven't been guiding the suicidal to the roof of this building. You've been stopping the elevator in an attempt to make them reconsider.
You sure are a mean one. You knew all along.
Did you try to save them?
He is kinda green like the Grinch, though, I'm not gonna hold you.
As I'm sure you know, I haven't been able to stop a single one.
Why do you assume that I rode this elevator to commit seppuku?
I've watched all of them go. That's why. I think it's my fault. Because I chose this place for my own death. It's become rather famous for suicides.
I'm just gonna say this right now, it takes a lot of fucking cojones to want to jump off of something and kill yourself that
I
way.
wanted to go somewhere far away
Kudos to you.
from this place.
But you regret it.
Yes. That's why I always stop the elevator whenever someone comes here. So I can speak to them. But I've never been able to convince them otherwise. All I've done is provide some time to think things over. Everyone who comes here has claimed none would be saddened by their deaths. I've never been able to get them to recant those words.
That should be expected. After all, it is the truth. Everyone must overcome the death of others to keep on living. No one can remain in place and look back every time.
Is that so?
So, something if you guys are unfamiliar with about these games is they all touch on death in very different ways.
Nothing to stop this.
So Kazutaka Kodaka, the way he directs games,
Even if
like
you
I said
get the
before,
word,
I
don't
will reiterate, I said this in the main playthrough of the game, is that the concept of death is an open book for him. It's very explorable.
they will try
And
to
it's not exactly something to be feared. It's more so something to be explored and ventured. And I think that concept and that approach is a very, very humble one. Like, it's a very admirable one.
investigate what happened.
And that's why I kind of like Lucio Fulci's movies, too. He really plays around with that idea a lot, especially in movies like The Beyond. That there is some sort of existence after death, and, like, death is not the end. And, like, that kind of thing. So, like, that precedent tone in this game is very, very cool, much like the Danganronpa games.
Life and death. I failed
And, like,
to
the
see
perseverance to go on through tragedy, like, no matter how harsh it may be, or how cold the truth is also a really cool dynamic that blends and meshes very well.
Think of the people you will leave
And there's a lot of
behind.
sentimentalities that come with it as well, and I think that's really neat, exploratively.
Are you really going to depart without saying farewell to them? There must be someone you'll regret not saying goodbye to.
If I had someone like that, I wouldn't be here. I have no one.
We need your help. Isn't it cool to have a detective agency in a submarine? If you ever have trouble here in Conai Ward,
Kinda missing the tone here, Chief.
the other
Just gonna tell you that.
will always have your back. In exchange, you better watch out for us, too.
What a pain.
If you ever need something, let me know.
Yeah, having earthly ties and friends, pfft, fuck all that gay shit.
I want to be left alone.
There's no way I can do that. We're pals, aren't we?
Loosely. I'm just gonna crash in the fireplace. Vivia's like me when I come home drunk.
Vivia.
People try to talk to me and associate with me, and I'm like, I just want to be left alone and sleep and die.
You're looking kind of emaciated.
Yeah.
I'm eating well enough.
Comes with the territory.
That's not for eating. That's for reading.
Knowledge can be food.
Thing.
How
Yeah.
could they be the same thing? Do you hate the food in this town or something?
No, he just thinks
Hotel
book
restaurants
tastes
offer
better.
Lots of different choices.
Come on, man.
I'm sure you'll find something you can eat. All right. Today's my treat. Let's go get dinner at a restaurant.
Why bother with all that trouble? I wish you'd leave me alone.
I can't do that.
Also, like trying to get me to go outside and socialize.
Pretty persistent.
I'm very much like Vivia. I'm like Vivia and Halara mixed together with a little bit of Fubuki, I think.
That's just how I am.
Like, all these characters are so relatable in different respects.
I am today.
I think it's really cool. Like, being able to connect with each of them on your own individual, like, respective level is also really cool. Like I said, characteristically, all the characters are differentiated from each other really, really well, and they all have a lot of identity. They don't feel like they're shallow characters. Like, they feel like they have a lot of depth. And it's fucking awesome.
Don't wish for death. At this rate, you'll be taken away. They're growing stronger. Each new one makes them more formidable. They will even take hold of the living.
What, so the dead are sentient? That's cool, too. Like, death is a force? That's neat. Again, Fulci plays around with that idea a lot, too. Oh, that looks fucking sick.
Death awaits me here.
That's so fucking cool.
They aren't moving.
Oh, that's neat.
It's as though they haven't noticed you.
Because he walks on the same plane. That's neat.
I thought so. We're only able to take away the living.
Then you're also...
I'm the same as you all. I'm a ghost.
No way.
However, in my case, my body still lingers.
So Vivia's barely clinging to life. He's not barely clinging to death.
Mean, who are you?
I've already told you. I'm an ordinary detective. I just happen to have one foot on the other side.
I misinterpreted him.
I decided to come here in my ghost form to try talking to you.
That is so fucking cool.
And thanks to that, I can't be dragged out of here.
Really? I don't quite understand. But you sure are...
I told you she'd be into him. I told you. I called it. That is so fucking cool. An elevator to the afterlife? That's neat.
But I refuse to let someone take me away from here. That is not the peace I desire.
So you've reconsidered?
There is no need for you to be imprisoned here. I think your atonement has been fulfilled. Isn't it about time you sever your attachments here?
No. I want to remain behind. I need to ensure they don't take anyone else who comes here. Not everyone is as strong as you are.
I'm not strong at all. I've just grown used to death. Also, will the elevator move again? Or is it stuck on the roof?
Yeah, I need to be able to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I'm actually kinda hungry. I could really go for some Wendy's.
Vivia! Are you there?
That's Chief Yako.
Holy shit!
He's not here? Damn it. I'm at the wrong place. I thought he'd come here. there to investigate. I'm so exhausted.
It's impressive you were able to pry those fucking doors open.
Stairs all the way to the roof to chase after the elevator.
He must have been worried about you.
He's like, God damn it, earthly sentimentalities and attachments and free dinner and fucking Red Lobster and God damn it.
You have a place you can return to. Perhaps that's the difference between us.
Honestly, I don't care for all the noise. I'm rather envious of your world.
However, if you have a place to return home to, you should.
Home, huh? I find myself hesitating. I don't know which path I should take.
The path that leads to free Red
Isn't
Lobster.
it obvious?
The path that leads to free Red Lobster, yes.
Hey, Vivia! Where did you go?
Please, go back to him. I'm sure he's waiting for you to return.
Well, it's okay. We have a hottie waiting for us on the other side when we inevitably do decide to die. It's a sure thing. For once in our pathetic, miserable life as all the different detectives, we have a sure thing. And that is the greatest gift of all.
Vivia, I was looking all over for you.
Would you believe me if I told you I was chatting with the hottest fucking ghost hottie you've ever seen in your undead life?
You had such a solemn look on your face when you left, so I had a hunch.
That I was coming to kill myself?
What happened?
I got a bit lost.
Getting lost at your age? Then again, you didn't come to this city.
He doesn't mean physically lost, idiot. He means mentally lost. Come on, man. It's a metaphor. Do you have metaphors in your homeland? Come on, dude. He has some of the sickest drip I think I've ever seen in my life.
Let's go back to my awesome agency office.
I could totally cosplay this motherfucker. In fact, I think I will. I'm femboy enough. I could pull it off. I got the same figure type, too. Like, I'm semi-muscular, but I still have that feminine look. I could do it. I wear shit like that all the time.
Death is always awaiting me upon my path. Like trees neatly lining the roadside, casting dark shadows at my feet. Even if I manage to overcome them and make it to the end of that path, when I turn around, the cruel truth is waiting there. The shadows are a procession to my own funeral. To live means to continuously die. Every human is nothing but a walking corpse. And so, I too am dying in this moment. However, as long as I continue to travel this path, I may enjoy some peaceful scenery. Beyond the truth. Perhaps the peace I desire can be found there.